Welcome to the Hidden Palace with Skyblaze.
Good morning, afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Skyblaze, back for a new year, and this is the Hidden Palace here on Radio Sega. Yeah, I've been gone for a while, over the new year. Work got pretty crazy, and I had a convention to help plan for. Unfortunately, I have come back from a aforementioned convention, which was last weekend, with a cold. So I match Green Viper and Dr. Scottnick, who apparently are also sick. So it's the Radio Sega plague ship this weekend, apparently. But let's soldier on anyway. This is where I hope that people can actually hear me. So yeah, I'm going to sound pretty sniffly, I apologise. But I'm here to talk about the VMU, one of the greatest accomplishments by Sega in terms of hardware. Because not only is it a memory card, it also provides additional features to your gaming experience, and is effectively its own portable console. So it's sort of like if you cross a PS2 memory card with a Wii U controller. It was quite funny when the Wii U came out, and people and all the Sega fans were like, "We've seen this before." It was quite funny. Some uses of the VMU. I'm going to loop my music so I don't accidentally talk into the next track. One of the more popular ones that everybody seems to know about is Chow Adventure and Chow Adventure 2, which are games we were linked with Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, as you may guess from the name. In this game, you raise a Chow, which can be trained and used in their aforementioned Sonic games. On the VMU, you can take the VMU out of the controller and go with it on an adventure walk through various areas, which include beaches, cliffs, jungles, and caves. Once you finish each stage, your Chow will find a signpost which will lead to 2 new areas, and you can pick one of the 2. To complete your adventure, you walk through all 5 stages, and this will help level up your Chow and make them a bit more badass. I think it's only in the second one where you come across Sonic and the other characters who give your Chow points towards stats such as running, flying, and swimming, which obviously help power up your Chow. You also get fruit you can feed to your Chow, which can be obtained from a matching game where you have 3 lives to get them right. Complete it perfectly and you get a special fruit. A few features which lets you play with a friend include Chow battles, and you can also get your Chow to mate and produce new Chow. So effectively this is like what some of the modern Pokemon games do, only this was in the early 2000s. Nintendo caught up eventually. We won't hold it against them. I hope somebody's actually listening to this, because otherwise I'm talking to myself and it'd be very depressing. Hello, II! Yeah, I think you might be my only audience member, but that's okay. First time back after the new year. Yeah, I've been talking about the Chow Adventure games on the VMU. So, as requested by Green Viper, I'm going to play... It's from Sonic Advance, not Sonic Adventure, but it's called Tiny Chow Garden, so I guess it counts. Oh, hello, love. My husband Grey4 is in the chat. Hello. So I'm going to play Tiny Chow Garden, and I'm going to play Lee Brotherton's OC remix of Chow Marathon. Lee Brotherton, Libro, also known more recently as Bentley Jones. Hello Kefki, hello Green Viper. Green Viper saying, I'm here too, just on the Twitter feed currently while dying. Yeah, I know how you feel, dude. I've been feeling quite miserable all day. Tony Grey4 came home with like all of the cold relief tablets in the world. So I'm feeling a little better. I'm still not quite right, as you can probably hear. So let's have some music. Let's have Tiny Chow Garden from Sonic Advance, and Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Marathon OC Remix from Lee Brotherton.
You're listening to Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
Back, and that was Lee Brotherton, aka Bentley Jones, with Chow Marathon OC Remix from Sonic Adventure 2, and before that it was Sonic Advance, Tiny Chow Garden, requested by Green Viper 8. And I just noticed on Twitter that Green Viper is being helpful and doing the social media feed for my show, but he's I think he's kind of trying to subtly take over all of the other shows on Radio Sega, because he's hashtagged the thing from my show with hashtag topical resort. I know he has taken over my show before, so I am suspicious. Get off my emeralds, Viper. Yeah, we're just talking, people have been talking about Resident Evil on the Resident Evil 2 remake on Discord. It has nothing to do with Sega, but then I was talking about Kingdom Hearts, so I'm just as bad. Yeah, some people have already got their copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I am mind-bogglingly jealous. Oh well, I'll get it at the weekend, but in a couple of days. Anyway, well, the next games we're going to look at for this trip through the VMU is Power Stone, which is a absolutely ridiculous fighting game on the Dreamcast. My husband is casting aspersions on my character. So Power Stone gives you not one, not two, but 3 mini-games which you can play on the VMU. This includes Gunrock Gun Slot, which has you playing a roulette-style game, Falcon's Aerial Adventure, which involves you piloting a ship in a vertical scrolling shooter, and Ayame's Shuriken Training has you throwing shurikens, strangely enough, at objects and enemies. Unfortunately, Power Stone 2 did away with the minigames, but does give you the ability to trade items with other VMUs. In the Japanese version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, sorry, you can use your VMU with the arcade units, so actual going to an arcade and plugging in your VMU, to exchange data which would earn you experience that you could use to unlock new characters, stages, and costume colours. Sadly, this feature was only available in Japan because of course it was, and it wasn't brought to cabinets that were available overseas. Possibly because outside of Japan they tend to cut corners and costs quite a lot. You see this with a lot of the things like the dancing games. The cabinets you get over here in Europe and America are a lot cheaper and less feature complete than the ones that are in Japan. Now, one slightly odd use for the VMU is the Tokyo Bus Guide, which is in fact a game. It's for the Dreamcast and involves you driving buses around Tokyo. The VMU then gives you a traffic signs quiz, so if you wanted to brush up on your road knowledge before trying to get a driving license in Japan, this might actually be kind of useful. Okay, I guess. Yeah, Greyfall, my husband, is saying that I was insistent we get all the Kingdom Hearts games, even though we had all the others that were inside Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5. Yes, but they were redone so they actually were better, especially the first Kingdom Hearts game, which was redone in the Kingdom Hearts 2 engine, so it had a camera that worked. Also worth noting that Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 were the final mix versions, so they had a lot of features in them that weren't in the original game, so there. Plus they were prettier because they were upscaled. Right, let's have some more music. So the versions of these that I downloaded for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Power Stone don't have the track names. They've only got kind of identifiers. So I'm sorry about that. If you know what they are, please tell me and I'll try and re-edit them later. Possibly, if I can be bothered. So, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it's labelled as S040, and Power Stone ST09, which might be Stage 9. So I hope you enjoy those, and I'll speak to you again after the break. And we are back. And that was Power Stone, ST09. I assume that's stage 9, but I'm not entirely sure. And before that, it was Marvel vs. Capcom 2, S040. As I said, if any of you know where those are, which stages those are actually from, please let me know. Because I don't have track names, which is very annoying. The Discord is sharing various VMU mods and things that they found. There's a rather lovely RetroPie mod using the smallest RetroPie, which I thought was quite nice. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's the really tiny RetroPie. Is that the latest version? I can't remember. But like essentially putting that inside a VMU case, which I thought was is really cool. There's also one I saw ages and ages ago. It might have even been in an actual paper magazine if it was that long ago. But there was a mod which involved, it was a VMU battery mod. Because one of the problems with the VMU is that the contacts are always, as long as the battery is installed, unless you put a piece of plastic in between the contacts, essentially it's always on and always draining power. And Grief Viper saying the Raspberry Pi for the VMU is Pi Zero. I think it is the Pi Zero, yeah, the really, really tiny one. The kind of like size of a sodding matchbox one. Where was I? But yeah, there's a battery mod that I saw which involves installing new contacts and an actual switch, so you can effectively turn the VMU unit off, which means it isn't constantly draining battery. Which has the advantage is that you can not have the Dreamcast beep at you when you turn the bloody thing on. Which would be rather nice. Also, it means that the VMU actually works when you remove it from the controller. So it's actually a mini console you can take around with you. If anybody knows where that mod is, that would be awesome, because I can then, if I can find it and the circuit diagram, I can take it to my dad and my dad's electronics lab and go, Dad, can you do a thing? I could probably do it myself, but I don't have most of the components here, and I live in a flat, so I don't have a huge amount of room. So it's much easier to just dump it on my father. Mohaha, and so on. I'm going to loop the music before I run out again, because that does seem to keep happening to me. Right, where was I? Ah, yes. Zombies Revenge, which is a spin-off of the light gun game House of the Dead, which is, of course, a favourite of us here at Radio Sega. We have a few of the House of the Dead games. Father, may I please have a VMU battery mod? That's essentially how it goes. And then he tells me to bugger off until I beg him and wear him down. My dad actually did a cosplay thing for me recently. He put an ultrabright LED in the front of a NES Zapper, so I could be Captain N at MCM Expo, because I'm a colossal nerd. Well, right, House of the Dead. So, Zombie Revenge, the spin-off, has you playing as one of 3 AMS agents as they fight zombies in hand-to-hand combat with gun. Let me try that sentence again. Has you playing as one of 3 AMS agents as they fight zombies in hand-to-hand combat using guns or other weapons. The VMU is used to train and boost your 3 character stats in a kind of RPG sort of fashion via a couple of minigames, which includes zombie fishing and zombie doubt. Alright. Zombie fishing has you playing a game of Simon, so kind of Simon says follow the light patterns to reel in zombies. The bigger the zombie, the more points you get. Okay. Zombie doubt has you showing you a series of symbols, with each level adding more symbols to the list. Once shown, you will then be given a list of symbols, but one is wrong. Point out the wrong one and you can gain experience. Along with these mini-games, you can also feed your character with food you pick up during the main game, with each type of food providing an increase or decrease to your offense or defense stats, as well as filling your hunger meter. Sorry. That sounds suitably bonkers and entirely suitable for a House of the Dead game. Green Viper saying he's not heard of the VMU battery mod. As I say, it was so long since I saw it. As it might have even been in one of the old Dreamcast magazines. Or it might have been in Retro Gamer more recently. I honestly cannot remember. Possibly because my head is full of snot. Now then, a more famous Dreamcast title, Skies of Arcadia, another favourite here on Radio Sega. And also, I played the music from Skies of Arcadia at a wedding recently. Well, the end of last year. It was great because there was a lot of nerds there, and some people kept coming up to me and said, "I know this. Where is it from?" And I went, "Skies of Arcadia." Like, yes, it was great. Electric Boogaloo saying, "I forgot you were starting an hour early." Oh, I'm sorry, Electric Boogaloo. It's okay though. I haven't played your request yet. So that's a bit later, so it's okay. Right, Skies of Arcadia, where you play as Vice, a 17-year-old air pirate, and how cool is that, who, with his comrades, travel around doing suitably piratical type things. The VMU in this game acts as an indicator if you are close to where a cham, which is a small piece of moonstone, is. Away from the controller, the VMU lets you play Pinter's Quest. In this, you sail around looking for treasure in a kind of hot and cold sort of way. As you do so, you'll encounter 5 events randomly. This include Headwind, where you try and soldier through a strong gust of wind as it tries to blow you backwards. Strong Wind, where you try and avoid rocks of various sizes. Trading Ship, where you decide whether or not to trade with another ship. An Enemy Ship, where you fight another ship with cannonballs. And finally, it's just you finding an item. Ha! There it is. Yeah, my husband's actually found the battery mod. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that at some point. I actually also have to repair one of my Dreamcast controllers again because it's gone faulty. I think it's the same one that went faulty last time, which is really irritating. Where was I? So yeah, let's have some music. I'm gonna have to look at that during the musical break. Yeah, I suspect quite a few people are not expecting me to start until 10. But yeah, Saturday Night Sega is going to be returning at some point, and they have 10 and have had 10 o'clock since approximately the year dot. So it's fair. So I'm going to actually have a triple bill of music coming up now. So we have Zombies Revenge Hell on Earth, Virtua Tennis Hero of Time, which was requested by Electric Boogaloo, and Skies of Arcadia Vice's theme. Now, during this very long musical break, why don't you tell me a bit about your favourite uses of the Sega Visual Memory Unit, and what games you like to play on it, and if you have any cool memories of it and using it on the Discord chat, or on Twitter, or even Facebook, if you fancy. So I look forward to reading those out in the next sector. And for now, here's some more music. I'll speak to you again after the break.
Sega music, live shows, and the chance to request your favorites. This is RadioSega.net.
And we are back. And that was Skies of Arcadia Vice's theme. Before that, it was Virtua Tennis Hero of Time, requested by Electric Boogaloo. And before that, Zombie Revenge Hell on Earth. Right, so the chat are talking about their memories of the Sega VMU. And Electric Boogaloo is saying they do remember the Chow Adventure and being able to see stats for NBA Showtime. They didn't really use the VMU much outside Dreamcast games, mainly because of the battery problem. Yeah, this is exactly why I want to do the battery mod on it, so I can actually carry the thing around. I do remember having Chow Adventure on it and taking it to a friend's house. I think it was over New Year. I think it was New Year 2000, actually. The crossover from 99 to 2000, so the Millennium Eve. And playing Chow Adventure, and people are being like, what's that? Was that a Tamagotchi? It's like, not quite. So yeah, I'm totally doing the battery mod on my VMU and taking my VMU everywhere, just to really confuse people. Green Viper saying, I never used mine too much actually. I got a version of Dream Explorer packed of custom games for it, but I got tired of replacing the battery. I still dig the transparent blue though. Oh, you've got one of the alternate versions, that's cool. Dream Explorer, for those who aren't familiar, is a tool which can be used to... it's like a mini OS. Dream Explorer, aka VMU tool, is a mini OS for the Dreamcast that allows you to explore the contents of your VMU, PC and CD-GD, and open the files in numerous bundled tools. Among other things, you can easily back up VMU files to PC, or vice versa, or download VMU files from DC. And VMI, VMS files are supported, as well as RAW or DCM dumps. So that's worth looking up if you want to start messing around with things like that. Greyforce saying, the main thing I remember was seeing, I think in Soul Calibur, the little chibi figures of the people fighting on the VMU screen. He never had his own the Dreamcast, so when he visited a friend of my parents, we'd get a chance to play Soul Calibur. Electro Boogaloo saying, have you ever used Dream Explorer to load the Sonic Adventure DLC? Is asking Green Viper. Green Viper's saying that he has, and even made a custom Dream Explorer CDI a few years ago so people could play the Christmas '98 DLC. And in fact has posted a video showing what that looks like, so you've got Christmas trees in Station Square, which is kind of cool. Dreamcast Live has a bunch of game DLC, I can say words, including Samba GP, which plays the instrumental version of Supersonic Racing. That's kind of cool. As Electrical is saying, so here's something you might find interesting. Scrapped VMU minigames for Evil Twin Cyprian's Chronicles. That is interesting. I will have to look those up in a bit. Later guys, during July 2000. How interesting! Fascinating. I'm going to have a look at that in detail later. Kevki's saying, since Resident Evil is a subject at the moment, I remember the VMU showed a health readout when you played Resident Evil Code Veronica. I did not know that, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the VMU had a whole bunch of things that it could have been really useful for. It's a shame that it quite often wasn't used to its full potential. I think a lot of developers didn't really know what to do with it, which is kind of sad. These Evil Twin DLC was programmed by Omar Kunut, owner of the SMS Power and co-founder of Lizard Cube, aka whatever they did Wonder Boy Dragon's Trap and Streets of Rage 4. That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to look at that in more detail later. I'm thinking about doing another Cancelled Games show at some point, so that might go in there. Talk to the audience in a bit more detail about that one. And I've just realised that I am entirely missing a track that I was going to add. So I'll quickly add that to the list while I talk nonsense. Yeah, I have entirely failed to put that on here. That's quite fail-tastic. I blame being sick. And that's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. So, that fascinating discussion. Now, since I've moved to a new time, and there's a few people who are joining me again. Electrical is saying, I mean, Evil Twin did come out on Dreamcast, but the VMU stuff was not implemented. Yeah, that is a shame. I wonder why that was left out, because it can't have been that big. Surely. Was it finished in time? Worth looking into, I think. Where was I? Right, Chiptune Corner. So, since I've moved to a new time, and there's a few people who have not been able to regularly join me previously, and who might not be familiar with Chiptune Corner, I thought I'd revisit one of my favourite chiptune artists. So here is Bitshifter with a track called Reformat the Planet. I've previously played another one of Bitshifter's tracks, which was called... which one did I play? Was it Information Chase? Or... No, it's Activation Theme, the one that I played previously. So this one is by same band, and it's a slightly different track. So here is Reformat the Planet by Bitshifter. Voice meter, when I tell you to turn the volume down, don't just sit there staring at me. Good grief. Ah dear. Technology is great, isn't it? Yeah, Electric Boogaloo is saying that Evil Twin came out in 2002 in Europe, so it's one of the last DC games to be released here, so that's why the VMU stuff was not implemented, because it was such a late life game. That is an awful shame. The world was clearly not ready for the wonder of the Dreamcast. Yeah, I think the battery issue is the major problem with the VMU, and if that can be fixed, I think it would have been a heck of a lot more useful. So yeah, if you could actually turn the thing off and on, and you could actually control that, I think it would have had more of an impact. It's still a really cool little device, though. So, yeah, the track that was just playing, that was Bitshifter Reformat the Planet. I really love Bitshifter, I think they're great. I really ought to download some more of their stuff, actually. I will find their... Bitshifter. They have a Bandcamp, so I will link that in the Discord chat. There you go. Yeah, their stuff's really worth looking at because it's great. Information Chase is probably my favourite album of theirs, but they've got some other albums which are also awesome. So yeah, I think either the next episode or the episode after might be another cancelled games or cancelled Sega projects episode, so if you have any suggestions for what I can cover on that, please let me know. Otherwise I'll have to do a lot of research. So if you've got anything you want me to cover for a topic, for a game, for a console, anything really, please let me know. You can get in touch with me via Twitter, where I am at Blazing Skies. You can get in touch via the Radio Sega Discord, where I'm on there as Skyblaze42, or you can find me on Facebook, the Radio Sega Facebook page. Grave was saying the last game so far documented as an official release for the Dreamcast was in Japan in 2007. Yeah, same with the Saturn actually. Japan continued supporting it long past when any of the rest of the world lost interest. And there are obviously still bootleg, well, not really bootleg, unofficial fan-made games being made for the Dreamcast to this day. Hidden credit. Electric Boogaloo is saying they found a hidden credit for the VMU. What's this? Oh dear. The link that Electric Boogaloo's put on is saying the VMU also serves as a secondary display if you use it while playing a game, but it also has a battery independent use if the battery beep. Yeah. So located at part of the memory in the BIOS in the VMU is some build information. Visual memory produced by or under license from Sega Enterprises Limited. Version number and a date in 1998. Serial number, Sega Visual Memory System BIOS produced by Sue. Just Sue. Okay, fair enough. Sue. Any particular Sue? All Sue? All praise to Sue, I guess. Right, I'm actually going to finish this episode because I am clearly talking complete nonsense, probably because I'm sick. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Those of you who joined me, so Green Viper, Electric Boogaloo, Kefki, anybody else who is lurking, anybody who's on the Twitter page or on Facebook. And I hope you join me again next week, where I will return probably with one of my chill out off-topic sort of shows. But if you do have ideas for topics I can cover, let me know through the channels I've already suggested. And I will see you all again next week. One last track to go out on, because we've been talking about the Dreamcast a lot. So obviously I have to do something from Sonic Adventure. So this is, it's actually from Sonic Generations, but it's a remix from Sonic Adventure. So City Escape Act 1 from Sonic Generations. I've been Skyblaze, this has been The Hidden Palace here on Radio Sega. Thanks for joining me, good night.
Stay
Enjoyed the show? Check out the full Radio Sega live schedule at radiose.ga/shows. Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.